Well, hey there, everybody. Hey, not a very super happy day with the chickens. We lost a third chicken. Lost one night before last. Went in, patched up a little bit where the bird netting was falling down a little bit from the snow. Then we lost another one, and then I went and even patched it up some more. So I put up a game cam out there to see what was getting my chickens. Lo and behold, had a raccoon digging around, managed to get through the bird netting into my chicken run, which I got a pretty good chicken run over here. And it got through into the back corner, all the way to the back there, and climbed down the fence. These guys are still pretty happy. I got most of my layers, but I lost my wife's favorite chicken. So she was sort of upset about that. So I'm going to do a little bit of modification to my netting here. I'm going to put up something a lot sturdier. But until then, I'm going to have to come around and close up their door, so that way they can survive in here through the night without getting eaten by a dang raccoon. So first thing I gotta do is clear out some of the brush back there so I can actually get in and work it. We just got water, just super rainy, lots and lots of rain past few days. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do something back there and probably in the front here and get this thing all fixed up to where nothing can get in. Whew, crazy. So this is where the little bugger was figuring out how to come through and climb over and then in. I don't really, oh, found a spot right here. This was just big enough for it to come through, and been clearing out the solid here. Got a couple pieces of wood back there I'm probably going to use to put in here. I need to be able to get all the way around, so I'm going to just keep chopping away. Nothing beats a good machete. This one's a Gerber, and in case you're wondering, I got steel-toed safety shoes on, safety glasses. Don't want to cut my toe off or poke an eye out along with my gloves. All right, got the everything along the side of the coop, or actually the chicken run, all cleared out. A little exhausting, and got a clear path all the way through. Now I'm gonna do some work and try to make this thing a little bit better and more a little stronger. Over here I'm gonna go ahead and wrap these over, try to keep that thing from coming in again. If it does, I'm gonna have it on game cam so I can check it out, see if it gets stuck, if it crawls along the top or what. I'd put these wires on, or this extra twine here to support, but it still found a way through right here. Just crazy. All right, time to keep going. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a piece of scrap lumber. I got this fence post here. I'm just going to raise it up a little bit, because one of the things I found is every time I come underneath my fencing, for some reason my little button on top of my ball caps always gets stuck on it. So I want to be able to come all the way out to the back without hitting my hat and popping my hat off into the chicken run here. So just going to tie this off, make a few nice tight cinches and go from there. All right, let's go in the coop for a second. Oh, it's muddy. The chicken's just having too much fun in here. As you can see, I got lines all over the place. Just tossed this one over, and it's going back and down to both sides. I'm sorry you can't see it better, but I gotta leave the bird netting on until I get ready to put on the chicken wire. So I'm gonna tie this one off up here to this piece of metal. This is an old fence that I put up, and if you can see, I have a piece of wood that goes all the way across. Well, that piece of wood actually bowed a little bit during the last snowstorm. I got 4 inches of snow on this thing. Basically made a roof on it, and the bird netting actually held it all up, and I was sort of impressed. But that's probably what gave me the gaps in the end of my bird netting to where the raccoon could get in. He got in way right back there in that corner. So it just got dark, and these two don't want to go back inside the coop, so I'm gonna have to bribe them. Hi, look what I got. You got some yum yums. Chickens! Alright, well, it dried out quite a bit last night. Had some heavy wind. Time to let the chickens out. Right after I check on the back corner back there. All right, well, I don't think anything got in last night. But still going to be putting on the chicken wire up here. So I wanted to check and see what was going on in the backyard last night. So I pulled my trail cam footage. Looks like he showed up, came around, got a little bit discouraged. I think it might have been the solid that he was using to get himself up onto the fence. Came in at 10 o'clock at night, then came back around 6 o'clock in the morning, and then just left. Usually come out and throw straw back here in the coop after really big heavy rainstorms like we had, but this time they didn't have any. So I just picked up some pine shavings. They said pretty much everybody's out of straw, hay, alfalfa, nothing. So just picked up these shavings. As you can see, my feet are still sinking in a little bit. All right, so I took another piece of really nasty scrap wood that I had laying in the back, leveled it out the best I could, screwed it in on the end onto that post, and that's going to be the support for all of the chicken wire that's going to go across. Make it so I don't have to hit my hat on it. My hat likes to grab onto the chicken wire and the bird netting and pull it down, take off my hat. All right, so I rolled back some of this bird netting I had, opened up this area, still got a few lines here just for support, tightened it all up, and now I'm going to start putting in some chicken wire or chicken fencing, and hopefully get it all secure back here in the back, and then work my way forward to the front of the coop. All right, so got some different sizes of chicken wire, poultry netting. So this one is 150 feet here. So you got 150 feet of the shorter one. The longer ones, the 48 inch right here. This is 50 foot. And this one is 60 inches here. So we'll see how we do. Got some various sizes so I can work around some stuff. So time to put it on. Then I'll work my way forward. Take off the bird netting as I go. All right, if you know a better way to get all this wire off, please let me know down in the comments below. I always have a problem, end up just cutting a bunch of lines off of it. And this is one of the longer spools, of course. So, and it's just all messed up, all tied up into pieces. So I'm just basically cutting it into smaller workable chunks. So I'm going to be using that to attach it to the fence. So, crazy. All right, got it all unwound. Now I'm gonna tie these off to spin them around. Try to get them hooked on a little bit without poking my fingers too bad. This stuff's so small it makes it hard to wear gloves when you're trying to work it around. Get it nice and tight on there, and start unrolling it. Oops, trying to get it up onto the, there we go. Have the seam twine help me out, lifting it up and over. Little pain in the butt. Oops. Should have put another piece of seam twine on there. Whoa! That didn't work so good. Got lighter at least. There we go. And go and tighten it up a little bit, then do some cutting. So got it pretty much where I want it. Go ahead and just cut it across. Haven't poked myself yet. That's a good thing. All right, so I got the second row on. I've been tying it off here, going up, throwing a little baseball stitch in it, getting it put together, and using this wire here that comes with it that I had to unroll all that stuff to, almost to the top. Fix the gap. As you can see, it's starting to come a little bit stronger now, being stretched out just a little bit. It's gonna sag, but that's chicken wire for you. Try to give you a good shot putting this stuff through. Just coming up sliding it through, and then coming through the back of it. Don't know how well this is going to show up on the GoPro. That, and then bring it up, and then every couple of them I'll put a real knot in it, just in case one of them rusts out or something. It's galvanized, it shouldn't. Let me go ahead and cut this. Bring my clipper up there and just wrap it a few times. If my bird netting can hold the snow, this thing will be able to hold the snow. And come up here to this side and start again. All right, so I got 2 pieces on, and it's starting to get late, so I need to fill this gap right here, because this is where the raccoon's coming in, or was coming in right here. This is all nice and secure, ain't coming through, but I got the gap here, so I'm going to use what's left over out of this 50-footer and then just drape it down and tie it off on the top and bottom. And that should be enough to secure it for the night, and then put the bird netting that I still have way over here. Take this bird netting and bring it back across and hook it in to this for the night, or for a couple days, because it might rain again tomorrow. But for the most part, we got quite a bit done on this. Really a pain in the butt having to come down here and tie all these in. Got the backside on here. This is going to work out pretty good. No way anything's going to be able to crawl in here, twisting and tying all these things in. Got a few that I didn't get. Just spin them around a little bit. Oh, I got a little gap there. So this one I'm going to go ahead and snip a little bit. Be able to snip it, bring it down, and just twist it around. There we go. Be able to keep any critter that wants to come out of here. All right, so it's been a couple days, had some more rain, haven't lost any chickens. That's a good thing. I guess the new netting and the chicken wire up there's kept any predators out. I've checked the game camera past couple days, walking in there in the pouring rain. Haven't seen any raccoons get in. Saw one pacing back and forth, but I'm going to go ahead and continue this up and finish on putting the chicken wire up in lieu of the bird netting that I got here. All right, well, I got another section on. I don't know if you saw it rolling back on me. I didn't tighten down the back here, and it just started spinning on me because I didn't have enough of them twisted over onto the actual fence, and the chicken wire started spinning up on me. Made it sort of a pain in the butt to get back on, And then of course baseball stitch through the middle, tighten it up. These probably won't need them anymore, but they're helping me out a whole bunch. These seam twine, it might help out in the snow a little bit if we get some snow on here, but this is a little bit wider, plus it's metal, so I don't know if this is actually going to fill up with snow like the bird netting did. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going all the way across. Now I should have enough chicken wire to go all the way across the rest of this run out here, and just keep pulling over the bird netting as I go along. Well, back at it. All right, so for this last piece, I'm doing something a little different. I want to stretch it, and then I'm going to pull these together, and it's going to help tighten up the rest of the chicken wire here. And it should have a tight enough, close enough gap to where I don't have to worry about anything getting in. Just drill some screws in here underneath. They're sticking through, but it doesn't really matter. It's not going to get the insides wet at all. I'm just going to come across and screw those in, and everything's going to be good to go. All right, I got just about everything done. Just got the little gap here to fill in, a little bit bigger gap here, and as you can see, everything else is enclosed. I'm getting ready to lose light because it's starting to get dark, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up right here and bring it back in after I'm all done. All right, all done. Just enough light to shoot the ending on this thing. Got all of it put in. We're all secure all the way around. We're going to come in. And there is no way a predator can get in here. Everything's done. All the gaps are closed in. And most important is the chickens here are nice and safe. All right, I'm exhausted. It took me 2 days to get this thing done. I think the most important thing was cutting all the brush around the outside. Gave the raccoon nothing to grab onto to get in. I think that solved the problem all by itself. But now I got some nice chicken wire in here that they're not going to be able to get through. Along with that, I did a little reinforcement down the ground back there. But this is a nice and secure chicken coop. Chickens are going to be happy, and I'm going to feel a lot better when I bring in some new chicks and grow them into pullets and everything this year to make up for the few that I lost. Anyway, hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Push that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Happy gardening. Have a great day.